Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Ryan Somerville and I'm a composer. Thanks for watching our video on how to compose music, create the sound design, and make a cinematic mix for the latest trailer of the upcoming film, Dune. I'm here with Matt Collings, composer, sound designer, and general manager at Krotos Audio, whose innovative sound design plugins have been used in Stranger Things and The Avengers. I'm also here with Kevin Hay, sound designer and lecturer at SAE Byron Bay. Kev also designs his own contact instruments, which you can find on Piano Book or at his website that's linked below.
Thanks for having me.
You're quite welcome. My pleasure, really. So I want to quickly speak about my process for creating the music of the Dune trailer. This was by far one of the most challenging trailers to score. It seemed to me that it was created in like a film-like process. And what I mean by that is that the editing and the music composition were produced in tandem with each other. Compared to other trailers.
You mean for the trailer that was a specific?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Because the original music for the Dune trailer was actually composed by Hans Zimmer himself and his team. And there's specific moments in there where the music very clearly lines up and is synced to the trailer. So it felt like the visuals were edited to the music. Yeah. Specifically, I'm speaking about the climactic scene, which is about, let me see if I can find it actually real quick. About 2 minutes in, when you see the Pink Floyd track kick in. That's clearly where it was like, all right, they edited the visuals. But other than that, it felt very much like they responded to the visuals with the music. Because it was very tricky to line up all the cuts and the tempo markings. Like it was insane. Because I had to change tempos maybe every 2 bars just to get the seconds lined up. It took me a ridiculous amount of time just to line up the cuts. So like compared to the Tenet trailer that I did, like that rescored, which was clearly the other way around, where it was like they were editing to the music. I got that done in maybe like a day, 2 days. I got it done very quick because it was like so linear. But I think with Dune, obviously the Dune story is so huge, and for like people who are familiar with it, like they wrote 7, 8 books of Dune. And I think the Dune movie is only going to take up the first half of the first book.
Right.
But nonetheless, if you know the story of the first Dune book, they told you the whole entire story. And so
yeah.
Like I can imagine like trying to tell the story of Dune in a trailer was like not easy. Like just because it's so massive, like traveling from one planet to Arrakis and then government coups and mining the spice and plots and plots within plots within plots. It's just like it's very complicated.
I mean, we don't know who. I suppose we need to do some research. Like, it would be good to know how much the film production team actually had involvement in the trailer cutting. Sometimes that can be.
My feeling was quite a lot.
Yeah,
I just from my feelings, like seeing it, it was like it seemed like they were very involved with a lot of oversight.
Yeah.
Because you could have done it like the complete opposite way, where it's like super minimal and just don't really tell the audience anything except like show a bunch of like sexy shots of Timothée Chalamet or Zendaya and be like, look at our hot new young stars, and then like that could have been the trailer. But they went the other way and like did this like epic editing job. So, and not only that, like they were trying to like capture the essence, and that's what really interested me about the trailer was like they were really trying to catch the essence of the story. So,
it felt like they'd highlighted a word in each chapter.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's like if you were retelling that story, you'd read the chapter and you go, okay, you're allowed one word to try and sum up what that chapter was about, and that word then got turned into a single shot. You know, it was like or a sentence or something like that. It's
they literally, like you said, were like taking points very literally in the story, and like saying, "Here's what happens," going from point to point to point to point. So yeah, you kind of like saw the whole film already just within those 2 minutes, and I think that that's what they try to do, but I think they really achieved that. Coming back, that's exactly what I was trying to fill in, because like when I saw the Dune trailer first, the first thing that came to my mind was Fellowship of the Ring, Lord of the Rings, actually. Because if you see like the opening, not even the title card, the studio title card, and it has that like kind of like dust sound. I was like, well, that sounds like the Lord of the Rings intro to me. I was like, well, that's the kind of detail that you need, because the soundtrack for those movies is like out of this world. But that's the level of detail and nuance that you need.
Yeah, I think it's about like nuance. Dune. Yeah, it's delicate. You have to be delicate.
It's hard when working with like something that's already finished.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been much more interesting to like if they asked me first rather than like
sure. Yeah.
Because like since I'm we're just ripping out Zimmer's music and then redoing all the sound design and and the music, it's kind of like working within a template already. So there's only so many choices I can actually make. Like it's very obvious. Like they're like, all right, we want to drop here. Like we want the football drop.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're on Dune. Boom. And it's like it would be much more challenging, but also much more interesting. It's like it was just like a blank slate.
Thanks for watching part 1. Be sure to hit like and subscribe to watch part 2 when we speak with Matt to learn how he created the sound design for the iconic sandworm. Thanks again.
Needed more bass drops and pitched down foghorns. Oh yeah, let's get us one of those. That's never been done before.